So you know you need some kind of environmental help, but how do you actually figure out who to hire? Because once you start looking, you'll see solo consultants, big national firms, local shops, and everyone claiming that they are the right fit for you. And if you've never hired environmental help before, it's not obvious how to choose. So in the next few minutes, let's talk about how to pick the right kind of environmental help for your business without getting burned, overwhelmed, or upsold. Hi there, I'm Doug Ruhlin from RMA, your environmental experts. And before we go too far, just know this. If you ever need a hand with environmental requirements or figuring out what kind of environmental help you actually need, reach out to us here at RMA. All right, let's dive in. First, let's clear something up. When people say they're hiring an environmental consultant, they're hiring help. Someone to explain the rules, tell them what matters, and help them avoid making mistakes. So instead of starting with resumes or certifications, start with this question. How do you want this relationship to feel? Some firms are very formal. Lots of process, lots of documentation. You talk to multiple people. That works great for big companies with complex operations. For smaller or mid-sized businesses, however, that can feel slow and frustrating. Other firms are smaller and more hands-on. You talk directly to the person doing the work. They know your site, your name, and your situation. That can be a better fit if you want clear answers fast and don't want to manage a big team. Neither is better. It's about fit. Next, think about size. Big firms usually have deep resources and lots of specialties. Smaller firms often offer flexibility, quicker communication, and more personal attention. If your needs are very narrow or very complex, size matters. Another factor is where they operate. Environmental rules are enforced locally, usually on the state level. A firm that understands your state agencies, inspectors, and regional expectations can be a huge advantage. A national firm can still help, but only if they truly understand local enforcement, not just the regulations on paper. Now let's talk about personality, because this matters more than most people think. Some consultants are very conservative. They push the safest, most cautious approach every time. Others are more practical and risk-based. So ask yourself, do you want someone who explains trade-offs and lets you decide, or someone who tells you exactly what to do and why? The wrong personality fit can make even simple projects feel very painful. You should also pay attention to how they answer questions. Do they explain things in plain language or hide behind technical jargon? Do they ask about your operations before proposing solutions? Do they talk about risk in a realistic way or just worst case scenario? These early conversations can tell you a lot. Another thing to watch for is scope creep. Good environmental help is specific. If someone immediately suggests doing everything, reviewing everything, or just to be safe approaches, that's often a sign that they're not tailoring the help that you need to your situation. At RMA, this is how we think about it. We're a focused environmental consulting firm that works with operating facilities. We're hands-on, practical, and direct. We try and explain everything in plain language. We stay in our lane, and we don't believe in overcomplicating things like compliance. And if a bigger firm, a smaller firm, or a different type of help is a better fit, we're going to tell you that right up front. Because hiring environmental help shouldn't feel like a gamble. It should feel like adding someone to your team who understands your world. So if you're trying to figure out who to hire, not just what title or name to look for, reach out to us here at RMA. We'll help you think through fit, approach, and whether or not we're the right match before any real work even starts.